And then you had also mentioned that you could do kind of like a sample class. So I am president of a pre-law association at Aurora University. And we do have a lot of juniors and sophomores who are starting to, wander into how do I start studying? And they've asked me, what resources do you recommend? So I've mentioned Kaplan, which I wasn't as happy with Kaplan, but that's always an option, and pretty much Khan Academy. So can you talk to me about how that would work so that they can kind of see how your guides work? Personally, I recommend yours above everything else, because looking back, I feel like I would have benefited more from something like this. But yeah, you let me know.
Sure. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it, and I'm glad to help. So for the students in your pre-law society, I could teach a free online class covering anything at all around LSAT prep, digital LSAT specifically. I can also talk about law school admissions, and we could run this anytime you like. We could run it early at the beginning of next semester if you like, or later into the spring, whatever timeline works best for your members. And I teach it as an online webinar over Zoom, the program that we're using now. Students can connect from their own devices, a smartphone, tablet, laptop. They can even dial in if they want to. I'll typically do a short presentation on the topics of choice. Typically, I'll talk about LSAT self-study or retake prep or test day prep specifically. And then I'll open it up to a general Q&A on anything at all, LSAT and law school admissions. And students who can't make it can still RSVP and get a copy of the recording afterwards.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's actually would be very beneficial. They've been learning a lot about law school admissions. I've had universities come in, and we've been to universities. So I think something designed around LSAT specifically would really help them, and how to start studying for the LSAT. What is the LSAT? All of the components, how it works, all of that, because I remember being in their position and not knowing what the LSAT even looked like. So if we could do something like that, and it would be like a 45-minute session, or how long do those run for?
Yeah, typically 45 to an hour based on the number of questions I get. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.